Good morning. My anxiety is already putting me through the ringer today.
Get ready, because this is year 6 of daily vlogging.
So much so that I woke up and meant to take another theanine, and instead I accidentally took another one of my medication, which I've done before and I've been totally fine. There's no cause for concern. But that doesn't stop me. Like, I caught myself, like, after I had swallowed it, and I was like, what did you just do? I'm like, really?
I'm at work. I am grabbing cupcakes, but we're looking for things to do. Well, I'm out of work. Needless to say, I was very glad to be getting off work when I was, because one of my coworkers that came in at 3, to me, is very obviously sick. And she said that she was sick last week, and she came in and she was like, oh my gosh, it's freezing in here. It's not freezing in there. So anyway, I went up to one of the girls and I was like, I think we've got this, she's not new, but she only comes in at specific times, or specific times of the year. So I think the holiday season is one of those. And she was like, we were having a conversation earlier today about when we were in school and about the tattletales and things like that. And I was like, yeah, no, I definitely, I wouldn't call myself that I was a tattletale, but I definitely was the kid. I was the annoying shush kid. And I said, but we didn't know at the time, but that's because I was genuinely so stressed out and so anxious about, the consequences that we as a class would face because these people weren't following the rules. So anyway, yada, yada, yada. And so she was like, oh my God, don't be a snitch or whatever. And then later on that day, she was like, yeah, so I don't know if you know, but these cellophane bags shouldn't stay up here. And I was like, I said, that's good to know. I was like, I wasn't the one who left them up there, but that's good to know. And she was like, don't be a snitch. Don't tell me who it was. And I was like, I don't know who it was. I just want you to know that it was not me who did that, because I'll own up to my mistakes, but I want you to know that I'm saying, I understand what you're telling me, and I wasn't the one who did it the first time, so I won't be the one who does it again. To me, that's just a distinction that I like to make. I know I don't really have to, but to me, I don't know. So anyway, so then we get to this thing where, later on, and I'm like, hey, I think she might still be sick. She says that she's freezing, and she seems like she's exhausted. And she was like, okay, well, that's just how things are. We're working with the public. And so, whatever, annoyed at me that I was saying, hey, I don't know. I don't know if she's fit to be working right now, because yeah, we work with the public, but we're handling food. We are all handling food. That is not, that can be very, I'm sure, yeah, it's that time of year, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's okay. I was wondering if she still, since she was freezing and she seemed exhausted, if she still has a fever and doesn't exactly know it. Why am I bleeding? Her fever broke, but then, it's come back and she doesn't realize it. I don't know. But I'm like, why are you angry? Yeah, I'm definitely bleeding. I'm like, why are you angry at me? Or why are you frustrated at me? I'm not sitting here trying to tattle. I'm trying to say, hey, someone might be sick, and it might not be a good idea for her to be working right now because she might overexert herself. She might get everyone around her sick, which is going to put us at a huge disadvantage. We're already short-staffed. I'm like, I'm thinking long-term. What are you thinking about? So I don't know. She sort of drives me nuts, and she goes between driving me nuts and then not driving me nuts. So anyway, selfishly, I'm glad that I got out of there. But at the same time, if she gets my coworkers sick and I'm around them, this is where it's I don't do well with.
The other thing too is I asked the coworker who seems still very sick. I said, did you go to school today? And she said, I went yesterday. I'm like, so you didn't go today, and yet you still can't. I'm like, I bet you went yesterday,
because I'm in the wrong, there aren't Band-Aids in this bathroom. I bet you went yesterday thinking that you were better and you overexerted yourself and now your fever might be back.
Work went well. I read about half of my, I read about half of my book even when probably should have gone to bed like half an hour ago. But anyway, good news is, and I don't want to jinx it, but it has been raining here and my breaker has not flipped. So potentially we solved the issue, which would be great. But anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.